Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return Monster Hunter World Iceborne Community Edition, where we have just completed the full Granishnath hunt. We've got to head back to Astera, where there are a few other subspecies that are apparently cropping up in the new world, and we'll have to see about taking care of them. Don't mind the weird hunter lady who looks stoned out of her mind there. She's basically been standing there completely clueless since last episode. Yeah, let's see. Flip that open and make our way back to Astera to see what's going on here. I'm trying to remember what subspecies we have left. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3 to go after. But we'll probably find out in just a moment here and see what's up back here in Astera. I think it may actually be 3. I'm not sure which one is the first one, or it might be kind of like how we had with Tyrex and Brachydios, where we get a couple of options to go through, and then we'll unlock another one, or... I don't think it's going to be too linear. We're going to have an option of what order we can take for going after certain ones. But with me using the Brachydios bow, there is an aspect of it that I forgot to have been checking on, because one thing to me about its model makes me think that it's held weird for how the model looks. Like, when we get into a hunt and I actually have it in hand, I'll talk more about that there. But it's something that I noticed... Oh, there we go.
The stars you're here. Did my grandson send you?
Yes, sir. The chief asked us to come see if we could help.
I'm thankful. You're just the help that we needed. It wasn't long after you left that we started getting reports of the song being heard all around the New World. Soon after that, previously undiscovered subspecies appeared, and wasted no time before starting to run amok.
Commander, I have strong reason to believe that the song is what caused the Legiana to fly across the hinterlands. And if monsters start leaving their natural habitats, it's only natural that there are other consequences for the ecosystem. I think this is all tied back to what was written on the cloth. Song and impact on the ecosystem.
Ah, yes. I've been told what was written on that cloth. It seems very likely that the Puke and Paulumu subspecies were a precursor to our current troubles as well.
At any rate, I'll be sure to take meticulous notes about where all these monsters have started to become active.
Right. I'll leave you to it. Remember, I'm counting on you to help repair Celiana's defenses. Good luck.
Okay, so we've got the Disintegrating Blade, Bad Friends, Great Enemies.
Are they picking up on some kind of change in the environment?
So we'll probably start with the Disintegrating Blade, because that one is pretty obvious what that's going to entail. Oh, I forgot that everywhere gets kind of fortified with packing stuff to move. Okay, everything is loaded up there. We'll head up to the canteen, get some food in us, and then go for that one first. And this is probably one of the subspecies that I think was the most surprising to see added with Iceborne, because I don't think there was anybody really expecting for this monster to get the subspecies it did, or in the manner it did either. Because it's technically a subspecies going from an element to a substatus? Yeah, actually, substatus might be the correct word there. Because the monster we're going after is called Acidic Glavenus. It's the subspecies of Glavenus where it doesn't actually use an element at all for its attacks. It just uses its tail, but it can inflict the defense down status against you. Which is, like, not a very common status to have afflicted to your hunter at all by any monsters. It's only a select handful of monsters can actually inflict that status.
Let's go.
And Acidic Glavenus is one that, again, it was a direction that never really thought we would see for them. Or, well, a monster that I was kind of expecting for a subspecies to be given one. Like, when I think about, like, the flagships that Glavenus came from, there's Glavenus, Mizutsune, Astalos, and Gamut. I think only Glavenus and Mizutsune have been given subspecies. I don't know if that means we might be able to look forward to seeing a potential Astalos and Gamma subspecies somewhere down the line too, but it might be kind of neat just to kind of keep the trend of they've gotten some things given to them. Yeah, we just gotta wait for the load to fully go through. It might take a little bit there. But when I look at the Brachydios bow, with how Monster Hunter has done the asymmetrical armor for gunners in the past, what it usually does is, where the slinger is in world, for gunner armor in the past, it's usually a more like built up shielding or buckler or bracing, as if to kind of give the impression that as a gunner, you kind of have that arm forward, so that one's more shielded and blocked. For the Bracteos bow, I kind of imagine that big, long sort of shield or like almost Bracteos arm is supposed to be on the outside, but I think it's actually on the inside, which I want to see how it looks when I actually have it in game, because something I meant to talk about once we got the bow, but it slipped my mind for a while there. Like, yeah, to me it seems a bit weird having that big arm sort of there on the inside, like in front of us. It's like, if that's supposed to block hits, then you have to turn your arm more kind of like outwards? Like, to me it feels like the bow is supposed to be like a 180 flip. That the part that you see here, that's kind of like the long jet thing, is actually supposed to be what's over on this side. And then the arrows that you might try... I don't know. Just to me, it all seemed weird that like, went in front of your hunter. And, like, these two thin parts that are almost like to help with aiming, you wouldn't really be relying on. But maybe that's just me. Okay, but let's just grab a few supplies. And we need to go deep down into the Vale to find where Acidic will be. Whee! Hopefully don't get crushed by Radobon. Oh? Those are some footprints I was not expecting to see. Because... okay, I'm thinking Tigrex might be one of the monsters active right now. But... oh. Oh, Acidic actually is able to come all the way up here then. That's what I was not expecting. Truth be told, I thought we had found Devil Joe tracks there for some of the first ones with just like the kind of stereotypical T-Rex shape to them. Because I think how Acidic sort of works is... we'll see the intro first before I talk into it. And the reason why I kind of go over these big bits about the monster as if you have no knowledge to them is just because maybe there are people who are watching the series who have never played the game, and this is just like a little bit of a taste to try and see what it's like or what it entails. Try to work from the most common denominator, which I'd probably say would be there's no knowledge about the game or the monsters in there or how they kind of function. Yeah, we should... there we go. Yes, this is a great Gyros, I believe. Too big for a regular one. Or, I shouldn't say regular, but... and there's a slash through the rock face. Yeah, so this is Acidic Glavenus, and you see the tail is quite a bit different than regular Glavenus's. And there is what I was going to talk about earlier. It seems like Acidic Glavenus' tail has like two sort of modes to it. So how the tail kind of is for Acidic Glavenus is naturally it doesn't have any of those crystals on it. Those, I think, are a side effect only because of the effluvium in that exists in the Rotten Veil. Because it, like, condenses and crystallizes on the... whatever substance that the tail is made out of. Yeah, for that attack, I want to be on this side of that tail. And unlike Glavenus, who kind of had a bit more of the tails like a great sword, Acidic uses its tail more like a long sword. Ow. And with possibly devastating power behind it, too. Because, like, that was, I think, one of the strongest attacks it had, and it almost took us right out. Now I'm just going to try to use some of these down to... oh, shoot. Got a little distracted there with the Gyros coming in. I'm just going to try to clear out the effluvium that's in the area, try to make it so we're not losing health from that as well. But I think Acidic Glavenus' weakest spot is actually its tail, but only when the crystal's off of it. Oh, of course, when I tried to get in there for a tenderize. Yeah, so it's kind of... I guess it'd probably be a good idea to think of Acidic Glavenus almost like a berserker style of monster. Like, it does its most powerful and damaging attacks when it's also making itself the most vulnerable to you as well. Yeah, we just got hit by the defense down because the acid, or... well, not acid, but like the crystal buildup on the tail. Probably also should get back into using the radial wheel for... okay, let me see. I mean, I guess we'll take this to get the tail tenderized. It'll help in the long run. Oh, sorry, little crab, didn't mean to do that. The game just likes to put the priority for, like, what you interact with to getting yourself slinger ammo. Yeah, so it looks like the weakest spot to try getting is the head right now. That hurt, and that basically took the mantle entirely off in that one strike. But once the crystals do form on the tail, that does slow his attacks down a bit more. There we go. Okay, I think I can still get a second break there. No, we gotta be careful there, because he's getting the... yeah, that's basically shaving down the shaving down the sword to be ready with a lot more faster strikes. Yeah, he's so nimble, it's hard to... ooh. I was going to see if I can maybe get him... okay, well, part break is nice, but I was trying to get him knocked down. Because truth be told, I think I can't cut the tail entirely off, but I can, I think, break a piece of it off. If we can get the damage into it. Problem is, though... Ooh, that was close. It's gonna be hard to get him to a point where he's not flailing that tail all around and it's vulnerable to being damaged. As you can see, that thing has a lot of reach to it. Oh, okay, we got a part break from something else, but I don't actually... Could it have been the tail actually getting the part break? I think it might have been, because, yeah, it looks like the tail's... Ow. The tail's got some more scratches and chips to it. I mean, it is covered by the crystal right now. Okay. Let's try to keep up. I don't know if I'll be able to get Clutch onto the tail to tenderize it while he's roaming for the free bit or not. Oh, God, again, that's one of the big problems I had with Iceborne, is because of how much the potential benefits are for getting the tenderized parts, you basically try to focus those as your main priority to have done. It's, again, I feel like the parts should be naturally weak on their own, and it's, you use tenderizing to make other parts weak rather than having to, like, basically prioritize them in order to make the hunts efficient. Ow. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I might have to do a wall slam here. Try to give me an opening. There we go. I try to avoid using them in the series just because, again, they just became so, powerful. It felt like it was just a rinse and repeat of the same sort of methodology on every hunt you would embark on. Okay, let me snag that. Yeah, Acidic, I think, is going to be the monster that's going to give me the roughest time of what we've got to face right now. Oh, okay, we got another part break from something, but I don't actually know what it was. Not the tail yet, that's still intact and whole. Now, can I sneak this in before he turns around? Oh, we were able to at least get that to go along there, not bad. Let me get the Vitality Mantle on so we have a little bit of defense. Oh, Okay, he can follow that up a lot faster than I was expecting him to. Let's see if maybe that'll... Okay, come on, stay still for a while, like... Yeah, there we go. See, that's one of the nice environmental things I like, is you can use the little puff pods that are around, have the monster lose sight of you, to give you an opening for like some of your stronger attacks. It does require a fair bit of positioning to pull off. I think it can help out a lot in the right circumstances. And then, yeah, once he's got the build up on his tail again, it just goes back to regular Glavenus for the tail slams. Let's see if we can try to get a knockout. Okay, I think he's hungry, so he's going to go looking for food somewhere. But while that's going on, I might as well try and see about... Okay, right, I gotta go the long way to follow. Shoot. I can see about maybe try and get some more damage into that tail. Because it would be nice to try to at least reduce some of the damage output he can deal. Now try and get through him to get the, there we go. See if we can get him with that to get poison in. Oh! It is Tigrex out here, too. I think they should have a turf war? Oh, you stupid Ravnos. And the Vitality Mantle I just used up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they do have turf war. Oh, you... Okay, as much as I want to watch it, I am sick of these little buggers. Okay, thankfully the terrain geometry saved me there, because that tail should have hit me with that strike. But I need to find... Uh-oh. Yeah, let me get back out of there. Oh. That's what I'm after. That was a complete waste of it. I'm trying to see if I can get, a mount to be able to knock him down for, creating our openings. There we go. Okay, we'll see if we can get a knockdown from this. And that'll let me get a shot fired along that tail. One, two, three, four. Not the greatest shot, but better than nothing. Yeah, might as well just snag that there if I can. Okay. Oh, there we go. I'm actually surprised. That's the second tail break I've gotten using the, the Clutch Claw strike. Yeah, and he's really not happy about that. So I'm trying to see, maybe I actually broke the tip of the tail off there. I thought it kind of like only took off the back of it. No, it is the tip that does break off. So that does really help a lot, as that cuts down a lot of that range with his big leaping strikes there. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Get the tail since we did go through all the effort of cutting it off, and then follow him down to be able to finish the hunt. But yeah, the tail edge there. Nice gain from that. I do admit one of the big lost opportunities I think that came from the weapons for Acidic Glavenus is that tail cut is basically the perfect model for a great sword or a long sword. But they just have them with the slap-on weapons, I believe. Oh, got it. Blast proc right off there too. Maybe I'll... Ah, Tigrex, you bugger. Uh-oh. Okay, he's not happy with us. I guess because of all the strikes and fights with Glavenus there. That put him aggro. So we're just gonna see if we can follow Acidic as far as he'll take us. And Tigrex is not relenting either. Yeah, I think Tigrex will actually follow us all the way down here. Yeah, he did. Oh, don't kill him there. We need to... Yeah, we need to let Acidic Glavenus go down somewhere here so we can actually carve the body. There we go. Got him just as I think Tigrex jumped and pounded me into the dirt.
Successfully hunted. Amazing work.
And Tigrex. Okay. Looks like Tigrex is satisfied with... Is he satisfied with that being down? Yeah, he is. He's leaving the area. I do really like that touch when it comes to, like, say you are fighting the monsters. Is once one's down... Usually the other monster kind of takes that as, like, victory, I'll leave, you can carve, do what you will. But yeah, the small monsters like the Raphanos interrupting with the Turf War, it's not that they're a danger to your health, or like, well, kind of they are. It's more so they're going to knock and stagger you when you really are going to then be primed in position to take a really bad hit from what you're actually facing. But overall, Acidic Glavenus, very interesting design and hunt. I doubt we'll ever see it back in the series again unless they have like a way of, again, bringing back how the crystallization works on the tail. As it does feel like that's one of the monsters that is a little more hard fixed to the environment has to support it, and then it can just kind of show up randomly. But we'll take everything there. And what do we get for that? Oh, Phoenix Maintenance. And I do want to see this kill screen better, because this is a funny one to be finishing this episode on. Yeah, that's done, that's done. Yeah, so there's the last shot going connect to Glavenus, and there's Tigrex ready to leap in to crush us. Well, nice to see that that's done. We'll head back to the base, and the next episode we're going after... I'm guessing it's going to be another pretty tough hunt, but I don't think it's going to be quite like Acidic Glavenus was for toughness. It's more so... It's going to be a very frantic, you will never stop dodging, be very, very careful. Yeah, just get us back to Astera here. We'll restock everything we have to. Oh, there's Pookie. Yeah, we just have the one other subspecies hunt to go for. And then we'll probably have another one opened up after them, too. Let's see. We want more blast coating. There we are. I figure I might as well just quickly touch this up now, so that way next episode we're right into a new hunt. And yeah, there's a perfect spot to end things off for today, if I could have the right things found. There we go. So, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter World Iceborne Community Edition. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave the comments right down below. Until I see you all next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.